Hello YouTube, this is Erickson, and I'm going to be taking a look at a game called Black Gold Online, not to be confused with Black Desert Online, which is also another Asian MMORPG. So this is an open beta right now. I'm going to post the link for this below. And well, let's start with the choices of two races. So there's something called Eisenhorst and Erlandir, and I think this is more of a magical fantasy race, and whereas this one is more steampunk and so what's the other word for this? Technological race, I guess. So let's go for this, because this is a little bit different, and judge the game based on whatever this race is. Obviously there's dwarves, and that's awesome. I love it already. And also something called Buvontian, which is no, I want a dwarf. And that does not look like a dwarf at all, so I'm gonna be this guy. Guy with the beard. There's 9 different classes. Punisher, Gunslinger, Assassin, Spectromancer, Thaumaturge, Occultist, Spellsword, Geomancer, and I think this is called Skycaller. I don't know what these are. I'm gonna choose something I'm more familiar with, such as, for example, let's go for a Gunslinger, I guess, because I think he has a gun, and he's calling me in, so let's go for that. Oh yeah, I have a rifle, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. And I believe, yeah, this kind of gives you a description of what this character is like, and this character has a lot of AoE, so I really like it already. Alright, next. So the character creation is based on presets, and I'm just going to, ooh, there you go, that's me right there. That's exactly what I want. Good enough. Alright, so in the beginning I'm greeted by this person called Magnus Wellington. Excellent name for an excellent character. I am on some sort of a burning desert island thing, and it's telling me to move forward. And there's an introduction. Let's skip that. I'm gonna be skipping a lot of cutscenes because I don't think cutscenes in MMORPGs are really that crucial. It's more all about the gameplay, right? Right. Okay, wait, he's attacking me. What's going on? Shoot him with your puny gun thing. Okay, that's not really doing anything. So yeah, combat is a little bit clunky, but I like it. Magnus likes it too. Soldier, our troops are blah 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 blah. Shut up. Skip. Oh, I can skip. Oh, there we go. Let's do that. Introduction or cutscene. Skip that too. Alright, so I decided to skip my introduction and the cutscenes and tutorials and all that. This game is giving me a choice between traditional mode and black gold mode. I'm gonna choose whatever that is, just to see what it's like. And it's telling me I can change this later in the options anyway. Well, that looks exactly the same as I would expect. Anyway, my first quest, a Mundo Mustari, nice name. Is there auto run? Oh, excellent, there's no auto run in this game. That's good, even though it looks like there's auto run. But there is also kinds of, oh no, there's presents here. This game gives me presents. So, if you've never heard of this game, it's not a Korean MMORPG, even though it kind of looks like one. This is more of a Chinese MMORPG that does have a lot of freebies that it just gives you away. There's all these prizes you can win. There's all these crazy items you get every few minutes. So I think it's every 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. And it does reward you for logging in every day as well. So it's one of those games. And I think, from what I remember when I first tried it, it reminded me a lot of Perfect World International games. And as you can see in the chat box right now, there's a lot of gold sellers, lots of spam going on right now. So it's not really well moderated, even though it's still an open beta. I think for an open beta, that's a crazy amount of gold spammers. Nevertheless, though, the game is pretty beautiful. I think I have to go over here. I'm trying to find my way around this here. The game is pretty beautiful. It does have a somewhat nice gameplay. There's a lady here, so it's quite populated as well. And there's lots of quests, lots of skills. Your character basically is here, but I'll talk more about this later. I'll show you what happens when you level up. And I have to press F to talk to Mundo. And the battles here are somewhat based on skill, but not the type of skill that you would expect in games like Guild Wars 2. This is more of a It's not tap targeting, I would say, but it does have a bit of that with a bit of movement. You do need to move a little bit when you fight enemies, but not as much as you would expect from some other games. So there's a dash skill that I already have. I also have 2 shooting skills that I'll be using a lot. And what are these? I haven't actually explored these. Smothering Flames. Okay. There's something called Courageous. Reduces damage taken by 50%. I'm stuck. That's a skill. Yay. His name is You Are Obsidian. That's nice. Did your mom name you that? Complete my quest. Alright, I get some experience points. If you've played Perfect World International games, you can actually... the experience points, when you receive them, it looks exactly the same. Like, it does have a very similar interface in that sense. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh no, run away, robots are attacking. Screw, yeah, whatever. Nobody cares. So... if you do want to watch the cutscenes, I'm sorry I'm skipping them. The storyline in this game, I remember reading through it. It was a little bit too silly. It's the usual MMORPG kind of a filler story. It's not a overly extraordinary story. That's why I'm kind of skipping it. So okay, where do I have to go? I have to go. I can't seem to locate this. Oh, here. This way? No, this way. That way. The map is a little bit confusing too. And my first quest is destroy a something brawler that just attacked the city, I guess. Okay, so he's right here, I'm right here, and let's use something on him. Let's use this. Can I use this? Oh, it's a passive skill. Okay. Alright, so shoot him with a gun. So I got some burnage on him. So as you can see, yes, there's a tap targeting in this game. It's a little bit slow. Tap targeting, and also you do move when you attack, so there's a little bit of kiting. So in that sense, it's kind of similar to games like, I guess it's very similar to Arcade actually, in the way the battles work. What am I doing? What? I don't know what I just did. I think I just teleported myself by accident. So it's not as active as, let's say, Wildstar, where the combat is very skills oriented. But nevertheless, I kind of like it. It's simple, it's effective. A little bit slow, but I think it's probably because I think I chose the wrong server. So I think I chose a server that's far away. Level up. Alright, so when you level up, you get nothing. Except for skills that... Oh, okay. You get a motorcycle. Yay, tricycle. I guess you don't really get any skill points. From what I remember, I didn't have to distribute anything. But you do get skills. And... did I get a new skill? No, that's level 4, okay. So the skills are unlocked every few levels, I think every 2, 4, or 3 levels. And they go up to level 36. This is when I get my last skill called Armor Breaker. Right now I only have one skill, Incendiary Round. And I got a free tricycle, yay. Why am I naked on a tricycle? That's just hilarious. Alright, Mr. Hall Ross wants me to return a quest to him, okay. Here's some fighting. Experience points. Alright, kill one shapeshifter. One shapeshifter. Coming up. Where is he at? So I'm gonna tap target my shapeshifter if I find him. There he is. Level 3 shapeshifter attack. Must be facing a target. What am I facing? Who are these people? They're attacking them too. Alright, shapeshifter. Sir? So the gameplay is pretty simple. I think some people might be disappointed with this actually, because a lot of the modern games do have very advanced sort of combat where you have either active skills or you have some sort of a cool feature that adds to the gameplay. What is going on here? Oh, I think that's a bot train. Is it? It must be a bot train. But yeah, this game decided to stick with a more simple combat, more simple gameplay, so it's a very traditional MMORPG. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to reach maybe level... I'm already level 4, I was gonna say level 5. Let's just say level 10, and then let's see what the game is like when you're level 10. So, through the magic of editing, this is going to be level 10. Alright, so this is my first dungeon. I'm going to run through this as well. Tell me to press the map. Why? It's okay, I don't need the map. Who needs maps? It's a dungeon. Okay, and the music is surprisingly peaceful. Hey, where did you appear from? And what are you doing? I can't seem to target you. Okay. What's happening? Okay. I think I'm either lagging or the game engine is not particularly fast on my computer for some reason. Because the combat seems to be out of place. Right now I'm pressing buttons, but nothing's really happening. I kind of wonder if that's my fault or the game's fault. I'm not sure who to blame. I'm not sure where to register the complaint. Alright, so something's happening. There's an arrow pointing that way, so I guess I have to go that way. Water! Yay! What? What happened? Press A to dodge. Double A. I'm dodging. I'm trying to dodge. Oh, there you go. It's just teaching me how to dash. You know what? I'm just gonna kill this guy. Is that the boss? Looks like it. Let's just shoot him with everything we have. Let's look at him closer. Oh, so beautiful. And he's shooting stuff at me. So yeah, the combat here is not particularly exciting. And he gave me 7 copper. Oh my lord. That's exactly what I wanted. Get the wizard's secret treasure. Where is the wizard's secret treasure? And this cave is very linear. There's some traps here though. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. I'm gonna try to avoid that trap. Okay, it's telling me to go this way. So is that it? Is that the treasure? Because if that is, yeah, that is it. Okay, that was the easiest cave ever. Easiest instance ever. Okay. Give me a ring, and this is my equipment. I believe I can equip it. That's not it. Is that it? That's not it. Oh, maybe it's already equipped. Yeah, it's already equipped. Okay, cool. Well, that was it for the cave, for the first instance / dungeon that I experienced in this game. Not impressed. Game not impressed. This is what my mount looks like. Let me just remove some of these windows. Basically it's a really skinny robot dog thing that is kind of ugly, actually. Oh my god, what am I writing? Why does it have a machine gun on it? Alright, well that's interesting. So that's an interesting design. And the mount you get for free at level 5 or level 6, I believe. And now I'm being flown somewhere on this robot chicken. That's nice, thank you. What did I get? I got a grenade. Okay, interesting. So I'm already level 6, and so far all of the quests were go over here, kill one thing, come back to me, and I'll give you a present. Essentially really simplified kill quests, which were... I think they're kind of a little bit pointless and remind me of the quests I kind of did not like very much in games like Perfect World International. And there's a lot of similar gameplay designs in this game as well, which basically make me think that it's going to turn into a very similar styled game where you do need to kind of pay to be effective in PvP later on. Ooh, this is kind of pretty. But essentially one thing straight off the bat that I can tell you right away is that there is going to be well, you can obviously upgrade your equipment here just like in a Perfect World International game, and you do need crystals to do it, and those crystals are usually easiest when they're it's easiest to get them when they're actually bought in a shop, in an item shop. And I think this is how this game is going to make money. Basically you'll have to buy a lot of the equipment upgrades in the shop if you want to be effective. If you're okay with your character being, you know, not super powerful and just want to enjoy the PvE, this is probably a good game for you. But if this is a game where you want to try to be effective in PvP, I have a feeling that you may not want to play this, because it's going to be pretty heavy on equipment and upgrading equipment and equipment upgrades. Yes, you can try to loot them, but it's much easier if you just buy them in an item shop. And I've heard stories about people spending thousands of dollars in Perfect World International, not in this game, but in the other Chinese games, where just to upgrade your equipment you have to buy tons of stuff, and for actual real money. And I think that's crazy. I don't think it's worth the... Ooh, this is a spider. Catch it. What is that? Is that a spider? Oh, it's a tiny little spider. Look at that. Yeah, I don't think it's worth paying money in an MMORPG just to be effective in PvP. That's just silly. That's silly talk. So I have kind of a strong feeling that this is what this game will be like when it actually hits the shelves, in a sense, because it's still in open beta, but you can already see this people selling stuff. Actually, actively selling stuff. I see there's a lot of bots announcing gold and other crap for sale, but that's not a good sign. That's actually a pretty bad sign. So I'm just gonna keep playing and see what this game is like. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you the map. So this is the first beginner city. This is where I was before, and the map is relatively big. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different regions. This is the beginner region, and you kind of advance through these other regions as you level up. And you do have unique, distinct looks, but I won't be able to showcase them in this video because I don't think I'll reach any other regions right now. But you can definitely get some of the screenshots on the interwebs, and just if you want to explore this game further. But yeah, in essence, this is really what the game is like. PvE is very, very simple. This is quite a PvP heavy game, and definitely equipment heavy game, where you need to try to get your character some really nice equipment if you want to be effective. Because the skill wise, it's sort of very standard. There's 9 classes, and they do have a very standard build, all 9 of them. Who do I have to talk to? Where is this person? I can see that person. It's right here on my map. Is that, huh? Talk to, oh, Grindello, she's there. So yeah, so in terms of gameplay, it's very simple, but some people may like that. It's a very dumbed down gameplay, but at the same time, sometimes it's nice to have a really simple MMORPG where you can just kind of relax and enjoy your gameplay. And this is one of those games. I do kind of have trouble with my combat for some reason. I don't know if it's because of the lag or because of the way game runs on my computer. But it's a little bit slow. I find it's a little bit slow. It's a little bit unresponsive. And for like, you just saw me dash. I don't know why I dashed. I didn't really dash. I didn't double click, or I didn't click the dash button. So I'm not sure why this is happening. Also, the presents that you get, I don't like that. I don't really enjoy that in games. I don't like freebies. And if you look at my equipment right now, this is all free stuff that I got from just starting the game for the first time. I don't really enjoy that. And honestly, I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it to level 10, because as much as I like MMORPGs, some games, especially the games that tend to shower me with free stuff, I get bored in those games really easily. And the quests in this game are not particularly interesting either. There is a lot of FedEx quests. All the kill quests so far had me kill like three monsters, literally 3 monsters. It was like 1 monster in each quest, and then a lot of the other quests were basically FedEx. See, now I have to find this other person that's on the other side of the city. I don't even know why I need to go and see him, because there was no point. I mean, I guess this is for me to explore the city, but I could have done that later, at my own time. But the city looks pretty nice though. I mean, it's not an ugly city, it's relatively good looking. What does that sound? Something mechanical. And you do have 2 different races, which is where PvP comes in. Once you reach a higher level, they'll be basically fighting against each other. But the classes are quite similar, so both 2 races have the same classes. So it doesn't matter who you choose. The only difference is races. They do have different races. So if you want to be a dwarf, you have to be this mechanical person. Alright, so I just reached level 10, and so far the game is a little bit too simple. I would even call it a little bit too boring. The gameplay is very simple, but at the same time, what I don't like about it is the way the combat works. So here, let me show it to you. So I'm basically targeting this guy right now. So technically, as soon as I press this, I should shoot him with something, but you'll see what happens. Nothing happens. There's a bit of a lag between my skills and the actual attack. So I think I have 2 new skills right here, and they don't seem to do much. Well, this one does, and this one is an AoE skill, but they don't react right away. They don't actually act when I want them to act. So the combat is a little bit bugged, and or possibly just laggy. And hopefully that they'll solve this after the beta, but yeah, this is sort of one of the reasons why I'm having trouble playing this game and enjoying this to its fullest. The other thing is that music hasn't really changed at all. For about like maybe hour or so, I've been listening to exactly the same melody, and it has like maybe 40 seconds of music that is being looped over and over and over again. The trees are kind of ugly, but they're okay. There's no grass. There's very little grass. Map it's big enough. There's a lot of places to explore, but it's a little bit boring in terms of exploration. And also there's, as you can see, there's an occasional invisible wall that, like right now, except that I can actually jump and fall and not die. Yay! The monsters are a little bit too easy. They haven't really caused me any challenge so far. I haven't really gotten to even 90% of my life with most of the monsters. But I mean, it will probably get more difficult eventually. But you can see the music is back. It's the same music I was listening to before. Overall, definitely a very simple game. A very simple MMORPG. Ooh, where am I now? I thought it was I was expecting a dungeon, but there's nothing here. If you do enjoy simple MMORPGs, give this game a try. If you're into more modern / complex MMORPGs, I would say steer clear of Black Gold Online. Also, don't get this confused with Black Desert Online, which is a completely different game by a Korean developer, and that game is going to be coming out way later. But Black Gold Online is actually probably going to be coming out in late 2013, and it's currently in open beta. You can definitely get it from I think it's Snail Games USA that has it available for open beta testing. Check it out. I mean, you can probably look at me. I'm so beautiful. I have a little helmet on my head. You can probably enjoy this a little bit more in your own time as well, because I mean, you do have to try the game just to see if it plays different for you. For me, the problem is with the combat. If combat was more fun, I would probably play this, but with the lag that I have right now, it's just not very enjoyable. Also, the freebies, I can't stand the freebies, so all of this stuff that I have, it was all for free with the occasional quest item. The quests are a little bit boring. But there's also, when you get to a higher level, there's also daily quests that are quite difficult, and there's a lot of instances and bosses that are quite difficult as well. I will probably not be able to reach that part, because I don't think I'll be playing this for much longer until they improve the combat situation. But other than that, this game is pretty interesting. I would say, because it's free to play, give it a try, but don't commit, because chances are it will turn into pay to win eventually. Anyway, this has been Antirexon with Black Gold Online, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe and check out some of my other videos, and I will game you later, alligators. Bye bye.